Hey everyone, in this video I'll show you how to create music for an ad in Suno. In order to do so, here we are at suno.com, and the first thing we want to do is make sure that we are on the create option in the main menu. From here, if you are on the custom tab, then you can toggle off instrumental and you can enter in your own lyrics. So if you have specific lyrics that you want to use in your ad, then I would recommend you do so, and keep in mind to how long you want your ad to be, because the longer your lyrics are, the longer the music is going to generate. So you want to keep that in mind, because most ads are under a minute long, sometimes longer than that, but for the most part you want to keep it around a minute. So you have to keep that in mind when you are generating something. So what we can do here is let's first off show you how to do this as an instrumental. So let's go ahead and toggle on instrumental. And then from here, we're going to toggle off custom, because we want to keep this very simple. So what we're going to do is a short 30-second song for an ad for, we'll just say, Cleano. Okay. Well, let's just go ahead and let that generate, and we'll see what our results are like. Okay. So Suno has generated our Cleano jingle, and we're going to go ahead and hit play on that and see what the results are like. Okay, so that's really quite nice. I like that. I think that works perfect for a commercial product description, something of the sort. That is going to give you an idea of what creating an ad in Suno is like. Now, something to keep in mind is you can see here that the song is still generating, and we're at about 20 seconds. So we're going to see how long this is when it finishes generating. If it's too long, then this is where you are likely going to need to take this into a DAW, digital audio workstation like Audacity or Ableton or any other number of DAWs that you might have access to, and you're likely going to need to do some editing. Now, if Suno gives you what you want, and it gives you something that is, in this case, we asked for a short 30-second song for an ad for Cleano, and it gave us 2 minutes. So that's maybe a little bit too long for what it is that we're looking for. Now you can see with the second option that it gave us something at 1 minute and 24. Let's go ahead and check that one out. So at this point, we're at about 36 seconds, and I would say that what you can do with this, if you wanted to just have a quick 30-second spot, then you could take this into Digital Audio Workstation, and if there's a good spot to cut it off, if you just want it to end abruptly, I think there was a moment there that would have worked. Otherwise, what you can do is just do a fade. And if you just want the commercial to end at a certain point, then you can just fade that out. And again, you're going to have to use some kind of an audio editing software like Audacity, which is free and is quite handy. So I would definitely recommend taking a look at that if you need something. But as far as everything we have here, 1 minute and 24 is not too bad for a commercial length. So it depends on what you're looking for. If a minute and 24 is good enough for you, then you can use the entirety of the song and you can base all of your visuals around that. So let's go ahead and take a look at how Suno deals with lyrics. Let's try clicking the custom. We're going to remove instrumental and we're going to enter in our own lyrics, but how about we ask Suno to help us out? So let's go ahead and we're going to say a quick song for a Okay, just keep that somewhat simple. Let's go ahead and write our lyrics. And we'll just let Suno think, and here we go. We now have our lyrics. And one thing that I can tell you just from looking at the lyrics is that I do think that this is probably going to be too long. But let's go ahead and accept this option. We've got our lyrics now up here ready to go. And what I would recommend, if you want to try to keep things as simple as possible, is just remove some of the lyrics. So I think for an ad, we might want to start with a chorus, have a quick verse, and then end with the chorus. And then we can remove the bridge and the final chorus, just take that out completely. So that will give the AI some sense of what it is that we're going for. Now, we can just say commercial. I noticed here it says commercial tune for the style. So that sounds like a good style to put in our style of music section here. And we have a title that's based from the lyrics. Let's go ahead and click create. And we'll just let Suno think about that. Okay. And one thing to point out here is that this did default to the 3.5 model. We might want to put that on the 4-point model, but I find the results with 3.5 can be really quite good. So let's just stick with that for now. And we'll go ahead and listen to our result. So pretty cool. I think that is definitely usable. Let's go ahead and check out the second one. Okay, that sounds quite good as well. And also that did come down to 118. It's a little bit shorter than the first one. And that is right about what we want. Now, let's go ahead and try with version 4 because that changed to 3.5. So just keep that in mind. If you're on a subscription and you have access to version 4, sometimes it will go back to a previous version. Let's go ahead and try out what version 4 sounds like. Okay, so it's all done there. Let's go ahead and hit play and see what our results are.
Clean, 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 oh, wipe away the grime. Shine, shine like a pro every single time. Sticky spots are fleeing, sparkle in its place. Cleano's what you're needing for that gleaming space. Clean, 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 oh, wipe away the grime. Shine, shine like a pro every single time.
Okay, so this is probably my favorite one that has been generated yet. And one of the things that I note about this one with version 4 versus 3.5 is that with 3.5, it did kind of come in abruptly. It didn't start with kind of a nice little intro there. Whereas with this one, we're getting that nice intro, which I quite like. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the next one and see what the results are.
Clean, clean, clean up, wipe away the grime. Shine, shine like a pro every single time.
So that one's really quite good as well, but for my money, I would say that my favorite one at this point is the generation we got here, and it's at 152. If that is long enough for the ad that we want to create, then that's a pretty good number. If we wanted to bring that down, then we might want to use a digital audio workstation in order to do some editing and make everything fit properly. But a minute and 52 is not too bad for a commercial, and this is definitely the one that I would go with. You can see here this one is 254. That for me is a bit too long for a commercial, so anything under 2 minutes is kind of where I would be looking. And this is where, when it comes to Suno, sometimes, and AI in general, you have to take a couple tries at it in order to get what you're looking for. But in this case, this is the winner for me. And if you're looking to make your own ad with music with Suno, then this will give you a place to start, and that's all there is to it. If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment and like and subscribe for more helpful tips.